Hard hitter hotline number 9. What's going on, y'all? Chuck P. C-Ville's finest here. What's going on to all the hard hitters out there? Quickly, I want to say Lara versus Warrington just finished. Ends in a second round draw. All right, second round draw due to a hit on Lara. Huge ass fucking cut. They had to stop the fight. So there you have it. I missed last week. Had some things going on, but we got a lot to talk about tonight. A hell of a lot to talk about. Um, you know what? Quickly, I want to talk about Manny Pacquiao real quick. The pay-per-view numbers came in for him and Ugas, and they only sold like fucking a little over 250,000. A little over 250,000. A lot of people didn't give a fuck about that fight. You know, when the whole thing happened with Errol, a lot of people had just tuned out. You know, a lot of people probably was thinking that Manny Pacquiao was just going to blow through Ugas. You know, but only 250,000. Manny Pacquiao, he did an interview. He said, "Oh, I would like to rematch in January. You know, this was the easiest man I had ever fought. I should have never lost to this man. I didn't have my legs." Bullshit. Bullshit. But nonetheless, we're going to have a fucking rematch 9 times out of 10 in January. I don't care to see the shit, being honest with you. Let's talk about the WBA. We about to get into the fuckery in a minute. You anybody who follow boxing, you know what the hot topic is. We about to be getting into that shit in a little bit. I want to talk about the WBA real quick. You know, the last time I was on here, I was talking about how the WBA was going to start getting rid of some of those belts. They had stripped Rigondeaux. Remember, I had that plan for the press conference. They was planning on stripping Rigondeaux the moment he got in that ring to fight Casemiro, because they stripping down on these titles. Now, they stripped Rolly Romero of his. Rolly Romero then claims that he's a retired fighter now. He said, "Oh, after this, I'm done." He said, "Boxing has just given me nothing but misery." Finding a way to duck Devin Haney, okay? But here's the thing. Here's the kicker. Now, rumors are surfacing that Rolly Romero could be facing Tank Davis. Rolly was really happy to be spreading that news. "Oh, I don't want to fight Devin. I got bigger fish to fry. I want the biggest fights I could get." So it's looking like 9 times out of 10, probably in December, we'll have Rolly Romero going up against Tank Davis. I hope they make the fight. It's an easy fight to make. Both of them in the Mayweather camp. I don't see what the fuck the problem is, unless Rolly has a problem. Stay tuned. Oh, now here we go with the fuckery. Here we go with the fuckery. Oscar Valdez. He's a member of the Eddie Reynoso camp. You know, with Andy Ruiz, Lion Ryan Garcia, and Canelo ducking ass Alvarez. All those motherfuckers on some shit. Each and every one of them. Probably except the trainer himself, Eddie Reynoso, probably because he's too busy eating the meat. This motherfucker, Oscar Valdez, tests positive for what the fuck is this shit called? What the fuck is this shit called? What did they call it? Phentermine, okay? Which is indeed a performance-enhancing drug, but they say, "Oh no, it's just an appetite suppressor. He's fine. Let him go. Let him fight September 10th. The biggest con, Mauricio Suleiman, head of the WBC. Oh, it's all right. We stand by you, Oscar. Go on out and fight." Oh, what the fuck did he do that for? That sent the whole boxing world in the uproar. Speaking of Devin Haney got in on his ass. Devin Haney said that whole motherfucking team is shooting shit up their ass. The whole fucking team is some fucking cheaters. So Eddie Reynoso want to get back at Devin Haney and say, oh, okay, no haters, no life. All for Caleb Plant to get into it and really got in on Canelo ducking ass Alvarez in the whole camp. Talking about how Canelo had tested positive for the tainted meat. Talking about, okay, you go and eat some fucking meat one time and it raises your fucking levels that high. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You own that bullshit. You motherfucker scared to let your nuts hang, so you take shit to make them shrink. Oh, Canelo went in on his ass. Errol Spence, who's out with an eye injury, he puts out a tweet and he just said, man, let it be me. Let it be me. Oh, you goddamn right, Errol. They would have been knocking on your motherfucking door, going in that motherfucker taking those belts away. They wanted to take those motherfucking belts the moment he said he had the eye injury, just like they did with Devin Haney. Devin Haney told those motherfuckers I had a shoulder injury. 5 minutes later, they was knocking on the door, taking his fucking belt from him. But you don't strip Oscar Valdez, your fellow Mexican brother. I get it. I get it. But it's bullshit. The biggest con, Mauricio Suleiman, he stands by Oscar Valdez. You got motherfuckers out here dying. You just had an 18-year-old girl who died about 5 days after her fight because of shit like this. Not her opponent wasn't dirty, but I'm just saying you don't play boxing. Motherfuckers dying. But Mauricio Suleiman says, hey, Oscar, you okay. You test positive. Now once, that not just the A sample, but the B sample also came back that you were positive. But that's all right. What's going on, Josh? I mean, I'm all right. You know, just talking about all the bullshit and the fuckery and that racism bullshit that's going on in boxing. Because that's exactly what it is. Like Errol said, you let it be me. You let it have been his black ass that test positive. You wouldn't have heard the end of the shit. But they gonna sweep this right under the fucking rug. Timothy Bradley said, I hope that motherfucker get knocked the fuck out. If they go along with the fight, I hope that motherfucker get his ass knocked the fuck out. Andre Ward, he put out a tweet saying, okay, so this is what we doing here. Money over morals. It's bullshit. But hey, they say we won't Rigondeaux off TV. We won't Rigondeaux off TV just for coming up with a strategy for a fight. No, these are the motherfuckers that should be banned off TV. These are the motherfuckers that we shouldn't want to see on TV. Cheating motherfuckers like that. I know Chuck will call out the bullshit in boxing in the world. You're damn right. And it ain't just me. You got new media all over this shit. Because it's bullshit, man. If the roles were reversed, you wouldn't hear the end of the shit. And that's the cold, hard facts about it. James Toney, Lord have mercy. James, can you please just sit your ass down somewhere? Man, James Toney could barely talk, y'all. James Toney slurring like a motherfucker. But he'll be back in the ring. He'll be back in the ring against Jeremy Williams in a celebrity fight. I'm kind of over the whole celebrity fight shit, just a little bit, because now you got James Toney getting back in the ring. I'm telling you, man, somebody is gonna get hurt, man. These one of these old motherfuckers, they gonna get hurt real bad, man. Now, before I get into the news with Sky Sports, I want to talk about old Oscar De La Hoya. Speaking of old motherfuckers getting hurt, not by a fighter, but this fucking COVID-19. This fucking COVID-19 strikes again. Now you got the golden boy Oscar De La Hoya hospitalized, all fucked up in the hospital with the COVID. What's going on, DD? I can't believe this is happening to me. I take good care of myself. Fuck COVID. Yeah, all fucked up in the hospital bed. So now that fight, well, the fight between him and Belfort, it ain't happening. But Belfort, he's still fighting. Guess who Belfort will be fighting? Guess who is Oscar's replacement? Evander Holyfield. Old ass Evander Holyfield. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Getting dark in this motherfucker. Old ass Evander Holyfield is his replacement. Yes, Josh. Evander, the real deal Holyfield. Somebody gonna get hurt, man. Somebody gonna get hurt. And I was looking, remember when they was hyping up the training videos between him and Mike Tyson? How Mike Tyson was looking like a fucking killer at the age of 55, and then you had Evander Holyfield looking so slow and old. So slow and old. But he going up against a hard hitter in Belfort. I hope that motherfucker don't catch one, man, and get knocked the fuck out. But we'll see. Now, let's talk some UK shit for a little bit. Adam Smith and Sky Sports, they are back. And I'm glad. I'm glad, man. And the way Eddie Hearn ditched those motherfuckers, man, for the zone after being with them for 10 motherfucking years and holding it down with those motherfuckers, man. We've been seeing some of the best fights from the UK, courtesy of Matchroom and Sky Sports over the course of 10 years. Eddie Hearn said, fuck these motherfuckers. I'm going where the money is, to the platform known as the zone. We didn't know if Sky Sports would even still cover boxing, but they have. They got a partnership with the Bob Father and Bob Arum. And on top of that, they've signed some fighters. They got Daniel Dubois' sister, who was in the Olympics. What's his damn, what's her damn name, man? That's fucking Ebony Bridges contact. I'll be talking to her in a little bit. She had a fight too, man, by the way. She broke her hand in the fight. All right, after the third round. And she got the win, unanimous decision. She had to dig deep. She had to dig deep. Good scrap. Good fight. Big up to both fighters. I think that Ebony Bridges need to take a break. I think she probably broke her hand in the fight. And it could be a little wild. You know, but after this fight, you know, she said she wanted to take a break anyway, but I don't think she has a choice in the matter now. Talking about one tough boxer could agree. Yeah, man. Chuck, we need to make the senior division of boxing. Hey, man, they already got it, man. They already got it good, bro. They got all these old motherfuckers coming back and rising from the dead, trying to get back in that damn ring. They don't know when to stop, man. And there's money into it, man. There's money into it. They know people gonna watch the shit. So yeah, Sky Sports, they're back. They signed Savannah Marshall and they signed Clarissa Shields. You know what that's all about. They're finally trying to make this fucking fight. And after Clarissa Shields beats Savannah Marshall, she doesn't need to do anything else in boxing. There would be nothing else for that girl to prove. The only thing left is for her to avenge her amateur loss against Savannah Marshall. Eddie Hearn was very fucking surprised that she signed with Adam Smith and Sky instead of staying with him. She got a decision. So, yeah, had to dig deep. Had to dig real deep, but got the decision. So, yeah, Savannah Marshall, Clarissa Shields, they under Sky Sports. They going to make that fight. And I can't wait, man. That's the only thing Clarissa got to do. Then she can go ahead, man, and pursue her UFC or MMA, PFL, wherever she at, until she can get to Amanda Nunes. I just got a feeling she's not going to catch Amanda Nunes, though, man. I got a feeling that Amanda probably she'll probably be retired or something or done with the MMA by the time Clarissa Shields is ready for her. They were talking about Anthony Flopshua, as I like to call him. Adam Smith over at Sky, he said, "Oh, we've been dealing with AJ ever since the beginning. AJ's very, very loyal to us. I know AJ won't leave us because he got one fight left with him. This Usyk fight coming up. And I'm going to say this, man. I've been looking at the training with both of these motherfuckers and looking at promo after promo. Am I going to cover the fight? No. I don't cover anything with Anthony. But I'm telling you, I got a good feeling, man. I know I said this before, and I know I've been wrong before, look at Nakatani, but I got a damn good feeling that Usyk is going to beat the hell out of Anthony. I had a feeling when that motherfucker lost in New York. I said, it's a monkey wrench here. Something gonna happen. Somebody about to lose a big fight. And it was indeed Anthony. And with everything that was going on, it didn't matter who the fuck he fought that night. Whether it would have been King Kong, whether it would have been Big Baby Miller, whoever, he was going to lose that night. He was definitely going to lose that night. It was written in the stars. I think Usyk, I'm getting the same feeling. I think Usyk is going to be the monkey wrench. I think Usyk is going to flat out outbox Anthony and get the win. I don't see him knocking him out, but who knows? He can land one right on it and get his equilibrium all fucked up, landing in the right place. Got a great IQ. Great foot movement. Great technical boxing. It ain't out the realm of possibility. That's all I'm saying. I got Usyk winning, man, in a couple of weeks. But yeah, getting back. So they talked to Eddie Hearn. They said, yeah, well, Eddie, Adam Smith says, oh, AJ's loyal. He's not going to leave Sky. And, Eddie said, I got to agree with Adam. AJ is loyal. He's loyal to me and the zone. He'll be leaving Sky and he'll be coming over to the platform known as the zone, and we'll be broadcasting his fights there. It ain't even an issue of the whole Matchroom thing. He signed with Matchroom, but it's all about who's going to be broadcasting his fights. And he said he's going to roll with me and the zone going to take care of him. You see what we got going on over here. You see the production. There's nobody in England fucking with me. Not the Adam Smith, not the good old Uncle Frank Warren. None of these motherfuckers. I'm the king of the UK. So I'm pretty sure that AJ will want to be with the king of the UK. We'll see who he picks, man. I got a feeling he'll be rolling with Eddie in the zone. He'll take it. He's going to do this last fight with Adam Smith. And he'll be taking his talents on to the zone. Caroline Dubois, that's her name. Daniel Dubois' sister. She got signed under there. They got Chris Eubank Jr., who I really don't give a fuck about. They signed Josh Taylor. He'll be over there doing some fights. Well, you know they partner with Top Rank, so a lot of Top Rank's fights will be broadcasted on Sky. You'll be seeing motherfuckers like Shakur Stevenson, who will be going against Jamel Herring. That fight will be broadcasted over there, in which I got Jamel Herring getting his ass beat. I know he heard that I said that, got a little pissed about it or whatever, but I don't give a fuck. I got Shakur Stevenson beating his old ass. Josh, you silly, man. Jerron Boots Ennis, who I think in the next couple of years will be the face of the 147 division. This boy, he got the goods, man. Jerron Boots Ennis is the man. He'll be back in action October 23rd or the 30th. It's either going to be the third week or like that last week of October. Jerron Boots Ennis will be back in action. I want to talk about this purse bid situation with Bud and Sean Porter. We were supposed to have the fucking purse bid, a couple of days ago. But it's been postponed for a couple of weeks. Now, is that necessarily a bad thing? Nah. Because in order for that postponement to happen, both parties have to agree on that shit. Both parties. So you got Al Heyman on one side, you got the Godfather on one side. Both of them say, hey, man, let's postpone this. They still trying to get this fight done. And I think they're going to do it. These promoters don't want that shit to go to purse bid. Now, secretly, the fighters might want the motherfucker to go to purse bid. But these promoters don't want that to happen. I think Al and Bob, they going to make it happen. Or Bob and Al's assistants, because we never see or hear from Al Heyman at all, So your BBC and the Godfather, they gonna make it happen, man. We gonna get this Porter and Bud fight, definitely, and I can't wait for that. That's the only fucking fight that I'm pretty much really interested in. I know we got a big undisputed fight looming between Canelo and Caleb. But at the end of the day, I think Caleb would be another victim. I really do, man. I don't think he got enough heat to kick Canelo off of his ass. Oh, speaking of that division, though, you got oh well, my bad, Boo Boo at 160, but he'll be back in action. He'll be back in action against a nobody in his hometown in Providence, Rhode Island. And he'll be back, I want to say November. November, you can expect to see Boo Boo Andrade back in his hometown of Providence, Rhode Island, fighting a nobody. Once again. Boo Boo Andrade and Devin Haney are two fighters over at Matchroom who can't seem to even buy a fight, man. It's a damn shame that Devin Haney and Boo Boo can't fight good fighters. Devin Haney going through the same fucking thing that Andrade's going through. The same fucking thing. Talking about some home cooking chuck. Well, I mean, hey man, he this motherfucker, he getting ready to fight. He can fight him anywhere. He can fight him in the park. He can fight him in the dark. It doesn't matter where he fights this motherfucker. He's a tomato can, man. He's a tomato can. Now, the last motherfucker he fought in Liam Williams, a lot of people thought he was a tomato can, but they didn't do their homework on Liam Williams. I knew that Liam Williams was a good fighter, and I knew that, you know, Demetrius Andrade, I knew Boo Boo would have, you know, a long night ahead of him. But this next motherfucker that he getting ready to fight, Boo Boo should get this motherfucker out there within 3 to 5 rounds. It's a tomato can, y'all. Deontay Wilder. Let's talk about the Bronze Bomber. He plans on getting Fury out of there in 5 rounds. Speaking of 5 rounds, Wilder said, I'm going to get Fury out of there in 5 fucking rounds. Mark my fucking words. And let me tell you something, man. That motherfucker gonna come in strong as fuck. He just put out a video. This motherfucker was hitting the bench. The motherfucker had put up 300. Then the motherfucker had put up 315. Then the motherfucker had put up 330. Then he backdoored that one with 340. And he raised that motherfucker all the way up to 350. And lift that motherfucker up no problem. And said, I'm coming for your ass. 5 rounds. That's all you got. That goddamn Bronze Bomber is on a mission. And he want Fury's head on a platter, literally. The weight that motherfucker putting up. The steel that motherfucker pushing. The iron that motherfucker raising. It's going to be nothing but hell for that goddamn Fury. And he knows it. And I still don't have the fight happening October 9th, by the way. Teofimo Lopez and Kambosos. Now, there's some rumors going on with this fight, y'all. All right. Now, we know Teofimo Lopez, he went on out here and he lied and he said that he had COVID, but he don't have shit. It's just that nobody wants to see his ass. And no one paid for the tickets for the fight. No one paid for the pay-per-view. No one gives a fuck about him. All right. That's just what it was. It wasn't COVID that stopped the fight. All right. Now they're saying Triller came out and said, look, man, we know you lied to us. We know you're not a star. We know no one gives a fuck about you. We're thinking about having your fight on a Tuesday night for only $20 motherfucking dollars. Now, once upon a time, these tickets were at like $400. Then they went down to $100. Then they charged $40 a ticket, and no one gave a fuck. So now they're going to move the fight to Tuesday and probably make the pay-per-view at $20, and they're going to start the tickets at $20 a ticket. And hopefully and pray on a Tuesday, if no one has nothing to do, they'll come and see his ass. Talking about a last chance clearance sale. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. They said this ain't working, that ain't working, this ain't working. Goddamn it, we got to damn near give these motherfuckers away for the motherfuckers to come and see your ass. And hope and pray they still come. On a Tuesday. Let's talk about Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley from last week. Jake got a split decision win, and I thought he won the fight, man. Let's just be real. And any other motherfucker that you hear from that knows boxing, they know Jake Paul won the fight. All this other shit you hear ain't nothing but Jake hate. It ain't nothing but Jake hate. Yeah, he got rocked and got sent into the road. Should have been called the knockdown. That should have been ruled a knockdown. But I still would have had him winning the fight. Even if they would have ruled that a knockdown. So motherfuckers need to chill with all the Jake hate. All right. He'll be going away for a little while though, man. He said, I need a break, man. I done fought this how many times in 18 months. I need a fucking break. This fucking Dillian White and Oscar Rivas fight just showed up on my fucking TV. And boy, oh boy, does this bring back memories with all the bullshit and controversy after this fucking fight. We were just talking about a drug cheating Oscar Valdez. People was wondering where the fuck his B sample was for a long time after this fucking fight. He'll be back in action soon too with his bitch ass. I think he's fighting at the end of October. Who gives a fuck about Dillian White? First name Dillian, middle name wishing he was, last name White. Fuck him. But anyway, back to the action that was here in Cleveland. Charles Conwell, hometown boy, got a third round stoppage in this fight. Montana Love, he won against Baranchik, and probably the fight of the night, man. Very entertaining fight, man. That left hand was working, boy. That left hand was working for Montana Love. He was beating the fuck out of Baranchik with that shit. I think Baranchik need to hang it up, man. I think that Zepeda fight knocked the sparks out of his ass. It took everything out of him. I think Baranchik need to hang it up, man. But damn good win for Montana Love, man. Cleveland, Ohio in the building. Daniel Dubois got a knockout win in the very first round. I said, Daniel, I hate you got that loss against slow Joe Joyce. The way that boy came to Cleveland, man, and showed out and knocked that boy out in the first round. I said, damn, Daniel, damn. I wish we could get that Joe fight back. But I'm starting to gain more and more respect for Joe nowadays. I really am. I don't see how the fuck his slow ass is winning these fights, but I'm starting to gain more and more respect for him, though, man. He really is the juggernaut. Amanda Serrano had a tough win, man. That girl Mercado, you talk about a girl who moved up 2 weight classes to fight this girl, and she was gamed, man. It was a tough fight for Serrano, but she won. She won hands down. There was no controversy about it. She definitely won the fight, Hey. But Mercado, she was game, man. She came to fight. I got to give kudos to her. Mexico versus Puerto Rico, it was a damn good fight. And let's talk about numbers. It was a sold out 16,000. Sold out 16,000. That was good for the city, man. Cleveland never had no shit like that. At least not as far as I could remember. And for Jake Paul to come back and bring that to the city, that meant a lot, man. And hopefully, don't forget. Oh yeah, man. Hell yeah, bro. I'm happy. I'm happy for the city too, man. As long as he keeps winning, we'll have more of these. But you want to know something though? I thought about it. Wait a minute. Oh, before I get into the question, I want to ask y'all. Jake Paul had made an upwards of $3 million for this fight. An upwards of $3 million for this fight. Check this out though. Jake Paul gave $1 million of it away. Listen to this shit. Jake Paul got that check. And he knew what everybody else was getting. Jake said, "Nah, man, I can't do that, man. I can't take this big ass check like this and see y'all getting those pennies and y'all work y'all ass off and been working y'all asses off for years on end. Ever since you was knee high, you wanted to be a boxer. This is shit y'all wanted to do. This is shit y'all been training hard for all your life, and that's what you're getting." Jake Paul gave $1 million away, man. Listen to this. He gave Tyron Woodley, the person he fought, by the way, okay? He gave that motherfucker an extra $220,000 on top of the $850,000 that Woodley was already set to get. Amanda Serrano, who I just finished talking about, he gave Amanda Serrano $500,000 out of his own pocket, out of his own purse. No tax write-off shit. You know, you have motherfuckers saying that. Oh, it's a tax write-off. No, that shit wasn't no fucking tax write-off. Hell no. This shit came right out of his purse. She was only set to give $42,000 motherfucking dollars. He gave her an extra $500,000. Fury, Tommy Fury's opponent, Tommy, who looked fucking terrible, by the way, all right, and probably fucked up his chance of getting the Jake Paul fight. Looked absolutely horrendous. His opponent got $50,000, an extra $50,000, and he was only set to get $52,000 for the night, for the fight. He gave him an extra $50,000 on top of the $52,000. He gave Amanda Serrano's opponent, Mercado, he even broke her off something. Gave her $50,000 when she was only set to get $16,000. Listen to what I'm saying. Baranchek, the motherfucker who got fucked up by Montana Love, gave him $30,000. He gave Montana Love $50,000. He gave Charles Conwell an extra $40,000. Now, he didn't give Daniel Dubois or Tommy Fury shit. You know, I guess they missed the money train. He didn't get them shit. But look at the money the boy gave out of his own pocket to these fighters who dedicate their lives to this shit. But people want Jake Paul all fucked up and everything. Dude, it's just an act. Do you motherfuckers get it? It's just an act. He ain't really a douchebag. He just do that shit because he know that y'all motherfuckers feed into it and y'all gonna pay him to see him possibly get his ass beat. He doesn't mind playing the bad guy role. But at the end of the day, it's just an act. Amanda Serrano, man, big shout out to her, man. She came here to Cleveland and got the loudest reception she ever had in her fucking career, man. These people here in Cleveland showed her love. And she deserved that shit. And that goddamn Jake Paul, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say about him, he's a draw. You know how you have pay-per-view events or boxing events, and you know the very first fight, ain't nobody in the fucking building. You know, ain't nobody in the building that very first fight on the card. Shit. Man, at 7 o'clock, that goddamn Rocket Field House Mortgage Arena, whatever the fuck they call that damn building now, it was full. When the doors opened, they came in droves. Marcos from Fight Hub, man, he was reviewing the fight. He said, man, I hadn't felt an atmosphere like that since Canelo ducking ass Alvarez and Gennady ducking Golovkin part 2. That was the last time I ever felt anything like that. The people in Cleveland, they came out and they represented, man, and it was a damn good show. Yeah. Josh said new respect for him. Exactly, man. Exactly. Boy gave away them fucking money. Now, speaking of money, now, Didi, I think you already know the answer to this. But who you think Jake Paul could make the most money with in a fight? I know some people gonna say Floyd Mayweather. Didi said that's unheard of. He gives my respect. Exactly. You gotta respect that. You gotta respect it. But I know some people gonna say Floyd Mayweather. Some people might say Conor McGregor he can make the most money with. You wanna know who I think he can make the most money with? Listen to this. Jake Paul versus Logan Paul. Brother versus brother. Listen to me when I tell you this. That's 2 million motherfucking pay-per-view buys. That's a Chuck P guarantee. Jake on one side against his motherfucking brother on the other. And these ain't no motherfucking Klitschko's. These ain't no motherfucking Charlos. These motherfuckers crazy enough to go toe-to-toe with each other. They know that'll make the most money. I feel you on that one. Brother versus brother. And it's all in the family. Whenever Logan fights, they come out in droves, y'all. Whenever Jake fights, they come out in droves. You got motherfuckers out here saying that Logan beat Floyd. They love him so fucking much. Do you put Jake Paul on one side and you have Logan on the other side, brother versus brother? That would be the biggest, most lucrative fucking pay-per-view that we've seen in recent fucking memory. In recent fucking memory. And don't be surprised if the shit happens. Especially when the well starts to run a little dry and the shit's starting to get a little old and you need that big check now, that big cash out check. What better way to do it with your brother? And like you said, Josh, keep it all in the family. Hard hitters of the world. That's hard hitter hotline number 9. I'm working on getting a special guest for next week. You know, that'll be hard hitter hotline number 10. You know, I kind of want to have something special for y'all. I'm thinking about having a guest caller call in and chop it up with us for a little bit. And but let's see now. Don't quote me on that. I ain't making no promises because y'all know we're on their time, not our time. You know. Didi said I would say Ryan Garcia or his brother. Yeah, Ryan Garcia with the following and all that other shit. But the thing about Ryan, though, you see how we talked about Logan Paul and Jake Paul and their following and how they come to boxing? Ryan Garcia's following doesn't really translate to boxing, though. You want to know why? Because he got all them little fucking kids. The little 10-year-olds and them motherfuckers can't buy a pay-per-view. They can't buy a ticket to a fight. The Pauls, they got all those motherfuckers, but they also got the teenagers. You know what I'm saying? The little 17, 18-year-old motherfuckers. The motherfuckers that can go out who got a job and who can buy a ticket and catch a bus or whatever or a flight to the fucking fight. Yeah, even Josh agree with that. Yeah, man, Ryan Garcia. If his following translated to boxing, oh, that would be huge. But no, they just want to see him on TikTok and Instagram, you know, flexing and doing the little speed bag bullshit. Well, Ryan, next TikTok needs to be, his next TikTok needs to be is him showing all his followers how he's shooting that shit up his ass. Show him step by step. This is what you do. This is how you do the cheat. Have you seen that? Wait a minute. Where? Let me see this shit. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Hold the fuck up. Just give me a minute. I hope you can see this. Look at Ryan. Look at Ryan Garcia in 2019. Looking like a little peep squeak dweeb. Now look at this motherfucker in 2019. Oh yeah. Got his motherfucking six-pack and filled out like a motherfucker. Roy's all through his ass. Literally. Let me show you something else. Let me show you something else. Look at what we got here. Let me get this shit out the way. Look at what we got here. Andy motherfucking Ruiz. All right? Look at him. There we go. Look at this motherfucker. He literally should be called Majin Ruiz. Remember Majin Buu from DBZ? He went from the fat Buu to the transformation version of Buu. Literally. Can we nickname this motherfucker Majin Ruiz? These motherfuckers are on that shit. They shooting that shit up their ass. Big change. Oh, yes. Big change. All right. Bullshit, man. But they say, good choice, a new nickname. Yeah. But they say, get Rigadal off TV. Going around there running, not giving us a show. Ban him off TV. Nah, motherfuckers. Those are the motherfuckers that should be banned off TV. If you're checking this out, archive, man, and you're new to this, follow me on Twitter at ChuckP216 and stay ahead of the game. Stay ahead of the game, man. Carl's Corner will be making a return. September 24th. It's coming back. Yeah, hey, hey, I asked y'all on Twitter. You said bring it back. We bringing it back. You wanted a Tyson fight. We're doing Tyson versus Douglas. All right. September 24th is going down. Carl's Corner is back. And after that, I don't know what the fuck's coming. Hopefully it'll be a prediction show and an after party show when these motherfuckers finally start fighting. Didi said Ryan looked like a Disney character. Yeah, back when he was a dweeb in 2018. Yeah, he did it like he could have been on fucking Sunny with a Chance or Wizards of Waverly or one of them fucking Disney shows. Yeah, man. Labor Day weekend, man. Everybody enjoy the long holiday, man. Yeah, like I said, man, be on the lookout. Hey, the trailer is out now for Carl's Corner. If you haven't checked that out, man, I put that out yesterday. Go ahead and check that out, man. And next week, it'll be Hard Hitter Hotline number 10. I'll probably have some beats going on in the background, man. It's number 10, man. Y'all know I kind of want to make a party out of it. And hopefully I can have that caller call in, and we're going to make it do what it do. But in the meantime, in between time, man, y'all stay up, man. Y'all be cool out there. Man, they said there's another variant out there, y'all. It's a new variant. You know, you got Delta. You got this L shit that began with an L. I forgot the name of that. Now they got this new shit called Mu. M-U. Mu. I'm out of here, man. Too much going on, man. Chuck P. C-Ville's finest. But to you haters, call me your highness. I'll see you next week.